We good? I'm going to assume we're good on this one because it didn't like do this the secondary beep. Okay. Focus. Perfect. Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
12 seconds later.
1 hour later!
Ladies and gentlemen.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Will, and I am back with another quick review of a brand new series. I took the time this weekend to check out Batman Caped Crusader, the newest animated series from DC on Amazon Prime, and I watched all 10 episodes today, and I gotta say, it was pretty damn good. So these are just my general thoughts on season 1. I'm going to safely assume that they'll probably get a season 2. I kind of hope they do. This is the newest animated series that is produced by J.J. Abrams, Bruce Timm, and Matt Reeves, who we all know was the director of The Batman and, of course, is directing The Batman 2. If you don't know who Bruce Timm is, he is one of the executive producers and showrunners of this series, but he also was a producer and lead animator, I believe, a showrunner for the original Batman the Animated Series and Batman Beyond and Superman the Animated Series, so all the stuff that we grew up with in the 90s and early 2000s. And I finally checked it out, and due to some recommendations from some friends who have already watched a few episodes, I figured I'd just binge it, and these are just going to be my thoughts on it. Right off the bat, if you grew up on Batman the Animated Series, this feels like a throwback to that series. The animation style is very much like what we got with the animated series, just a little bit more poshed up, but also felt like a prequel to the Batman mythos. This is clearly when Bruce Wayne has only recently donned the cowl, and he's a lot more grounded. He doesn't have all the tricks and the gadgets and things like that. He is very much detective mode, trying to protect Gotham from the corruption and the crime that plagues the city. It reminds me a lot of Batman Year One, which was like, I want to say mid 2010s, or it might be earlier than that, but it basically followed Batman in that first year of him officially becoming Batman. It's kind of like what they used as like the template for the Dark Knight series, especially with the first movie, Batman Begins. But this one definitely features a much more inexperienced and more detached version of Batman before he became the more iconic version that we saw in the animated series. You can tell that by his relationship with people, especially with his relationship with Alfred during the entire season 1. This, of course, features a plethora of his classic villains from his immense rogues gallery. Some I'm very familiar with, like we had Two-Face, we had Harley Quinn, we had the Penguin, but also there were some other ones I'm not familiar with as much, like Firefly. It really focused more so on those different characters, how he's balancing that with being Bruce Wayne, while also season story of Harvey Dent's character and his eventual turn to becoming Two-Face. It's a really well done animated series. It is much more on the mature side than I would say the original animated series was. It feels more like a love letter to people who grew up on the animated series, but also is very inviting and welcoming for people who are new to the Batman mythos. It doesn't really throw a lot of curveballs at you. I think it kind of works really well when it comes to the villains that he deals with. He's still very much a mystery to most of the people in Gotham. Even his working relationship with Commissioner Gordon and Barbara Gordon, who in this is actually a defense attorney, and that's how she has more of a connection with Harvey Dent's character throughout the entirety of season 1. This is all like laying the groundworks for what would eventually become his legacy as Batman. 10 episodes, it worked pretty well. Some things moved at a quicker pace. I would have liked a few things that kind of have been fleshed out a little bit more. For me, most notably, the relationship he has with Alfred, which you can tell this is definitely like a prequel, because I don't want to say he treats Alfred poorly during the series. He definitely is a little bit more rough and snappy when it comes to Alfred. Doesn't even really call him Alfred for most of the series. He calls him Pennyworth more than anything else until you get towards the end, where you can start seeing him softening more and realizing more of what Alfred does for him. I thought the animation was fantastic in it. It definitely invoked a lot of those classic vibes from the animated series. That makes sense with the showrunners and are directly from that original series, so I think that's fantastic. I'm definitely hoping we get a season 2 with this one. They tease the next big villain for season 2. You can take a wild guess who it is.
I am shocked. Shocked! Well, not that shocked.
Even though it does run on more of a mature route than the original animated series did, it's not why you watch it. It's not like A Boys or Invincible, where those series for myself feel like you push the envelope of the gore and the violence more so for shock value, where this one you have the moments of violence, but it's not for the sake of just being a shock value. It actually works with the story that you're telling. It shows the ruthlessness of the criminals in Gotham, why they are feared. It was a really fun series to watch. I really hope we do get a season 2. I thought the choice of villains, while they had a few of the classic ones like Two-Face and Penguin, you introduced some of the lower tier villains to work with some of these one-off episodes where it was kind of a monster of the week type thing, with the overarching story of the police force corruption, them trying to find Batman, also with Harvey Dent trying to run for mayor and how that all turns out for him. Not so great. But overall, I would say definitely check out Batman Caped Crusader. I think it's a really cool animated series. If you were a fan of the classic DC animated universe from the 90s, this definitely fits in that world. It fits in that vibe. So I definitely recommend checking out this new series. It's on Prime. Check it out. All 10 episodes are out, and it's only about half an hour per episode, so it's a really good, like, I binged it in a couple hours today, and I enjoyed every episode. I really did. I have a couple favorites, and I also like that they did a gender bend with Penguin. I thought that was really cool too. So a lot of great things to check out within this series. So I would recommend that you give it a watch. Let's go ahead and do it for this review of Batman Caped Crusader. Let me know any thoughts that you have on the series in the comments down below. Let me know what other villains you would hope to see in a season 2. If they do get a season 2, I hope they do. As always, thank you so much for checking out this and all my videos. I really do appreciate it. If you happen to have been new here and you happen to enjoy this type of content, I do a bunch of it. I've done a bunch of it for years. It's all on the channel. Feel free to check them out, like, share them around, and subscribe to this channel. I would greatly appreciate it. You can follow me on a lot of different social media platforms. They're listed at the end of this video. Like, share, subscribe, all the fun stuff for the algorithm. Until the next video, hope you have a wonderful day, week, month, whenever you're watching this, and I will catch you later. See ya. Hey, thanks for watching this video. If you did like this video, why not give me a thumbs up and share it with your friends? You can subscribe to the channel by clicking on my gorgeous little face right over there. You can follow me on all the various social media platforms right below. And last but certainly not least, if you've got a few extra minutes, why not check out one of the lovely videos floating right over here. Later.